So here we are at a government building to talk to you about Social Security. Even though the building we're standing in front of is a town building, not a federal one, and really has nothing to do with Social Security. But back to our question that we're going to answer for you today. Is Social Security going to go away by the year 2033? The answer? No. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing. Okay, so there's a lot more to the story, and it's a question that people genuinely have. What's going to happen to Social Security, specifically their Social Security income, by a certain year? Are we still going to have it? Do they need to do something different? And in this video, I'm going to help answer those questions for you. I'd like to start with a story. My son, Parker, he's 11 years old, recently asked me, "Hey Dad, what's Social Security?" And I thought to myself, what kind of son am I raising that's asking questions about Social Security at age 11? And I said, "Why do you ask?" He responded with, "Well, I heard Mimi and Poppy, his grandparents, talking about it." So after he responded with that, I felt a little bit more like a normal parent, and I began to explain to him that Social Security means a lot of different things, but the specific thing that his grandparents were talking about had to do with the income they're receiving from Social Security. I then asked him to explain to me the difference between myself and his grandparents. And we talked about a lot of different things, but one of the things he mentioned is like, "Well, Dad, you're stronger and faster and you can run and jump and climb and they're older." And that was a really great example to communicate, yeah, son, when you're of a certain age, you'll earn more money. But as you age, you may lose the ability to earn that income. And I continued to explain to him that this produces a problem. You see, if you're not setting money aside for your future during those prime income earning years, well, when your income is reduced or your income goes away, you won't have any money to live off of. You won't be able to maintain the lifestyle that you've created for yourself. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that sounds pretty bad." So I shared with him how Social Security income is stepping in to help fight that problem. I told him that all of us are paying into this Social Security fund that's managed and run by the government. And then the government, when you reach a certain age, will help make sure that you do have an income so that you can live. His response was, "Wow, that's really cool." I told him that it was cool on the surface, but there's some problems with it. I asked him, "How good do you think the government is at managing people's money?" And he said, "I don't know." I'm like, "Can I be honest with you? The government's not very good at managing money at all." He's like, "But you guys are, your company is, that's what you do. You help people with their investments." And I said, "We sure do, bud." And although what the government is trying to do is initially a good idea, that they're trying to help make sure people have money at a certain age, the danger with it is if they don't do a very good job, maybe the money could run out or other problems could arise, and we're kind of in that situation now. He asked, "Well, what do we do about this, Dad?" You see, the statistics and the data out there says that by the year 2033, there could be some issues with the money that's set aside for Social Security income. On top of that, families aren't having as many children, and that means less people are going to be paying into Social Security. Look, my mom was one of 9. I'm one of 7, but I only have 3 kids. And the person behind the camera, Daniel, he has 1 and may not have any more.
It's true.
And that's becoming a trend in the United States. There's less kids and there's going to be less people paying into Social Security. There could be a problem. But there are some other truths, some other good things that can give us confidence about Social Security income and make what I said at the beginning of the video true. It's probably not going anywhere. Look, no matter really what you think about politicians, we can all agree that politicians want votes. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. And who votes more than anyone else? Older people, and people who are depending on that Social Security income. So, if the Republicans, the Democrats, or any politicians let Social Security income go down, go away under their watch, it would dramatically impact their ability to earn votes later. And based on what we've seen through some recent economic hardships, whether it be the Great Recession that we had or through some of this COVID-19 stuff, the government's pretty much willing to do anything to make sure our economy does well and they'll change legislation or print money however they need to ensure we do have money for the things that are needed, especially if it means they're going to get votes. So again, the answer to that question, is Social Security income going away? No, but there is cause for concern. So now we have to understand what we should do about it. Now, before you go saying Social Security is like a big pile of poo, there is something that you can do about your Social Security income. Whether you believe it's totally going away or you do believe what I said and it's probably not going away, there's something that all of us could and should be doing. Let's go back to the conversation I had with my son. Remember, the government isn't known for managing money well, but there are investment managers, money managers, and financial planners that do this for a living and do it extremely well. So what should you do? You need to take action. You need to do more than just rely on your Social Security income. Can you plan on Social Security income being there? Is it going away? I think you can plan on that. I think it should be a part of your financial plan. But I did tell my son in that story, I said, son, Social Security income, for the most part, even now, today, without the Social Security going away or being diminished, the amount of money most people get isn't really enough. They have to supplement it with savings or investing that they had done in years previous to that. And that's what you need to do. You need to make sure that you're working with a wise and loving investment advisor and talking to them about your financial goals, communicating clearly, hey, this is the lifestyle that I want when I retire. And let's go ahead and consider some Social Security income, but what do I need to do on top of that? How much do I need to be saving? How much do I need to be investing? And for how long do I need to be saving and investing to have the income that I want when I retire? You guys, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure Social Security was designed to be the full retirement plan or retirement income for people. It was probably more designed just to be a supplemental thing, like a safety measure. And as a result, we should treat it as that. If all we're relying on is Social Security income and we've got no other plan outside of that, we're gonna be in trouble. We need to be wise. But our wisest and probably our best clients are the ones that when they do retire, they are having more income from their saving and investment strategies outside of the income that they have with their Social Security income. Look, bottom line, guys, make sure that you're saving, you're investing, and you have a plan with a wise and loving advisor so that you can have peace and you can have confidence about your retirement income. Social Security income, it's probably not going anywhere, but don't rely on it. Don't allow it to be the only source of income when you retire. So we should do what my son did. After I had that conversation with him, he decided that he wanted to open up an investment account. And since then, he's been putting money in there like crazy. He got a gift from his grandpa for Christmas, and what he did with that is put 100% of it into his investment account. Guys, open up an investment account, talk with a wise and loving advisor, and start putting money away, just like my son Parker did.